Welcome to Ellen Road for this First Division encounter between Leeds United and Wimbledon. With John Fashanu shaking hands with the referee. The referee today, Ken Lupton of Stockton. Quick look at the team, and Leeds United really, for Howard Wilkinson, able to name the strongest possible side from 1 to 11. Wimbledon, though, a new look side really, under Ray Harford, their new manager. He's officially only just become manager, although he's actually been in control of Wimbledon for most of the season, indeed all of the season. Well, he's brought in 1 or 2 new faces. Dean Backwell and Roger Joseph will be new faces too, I'm sure. We'll see how they perform as the game gets underway. Ken Lupton takes a look at the clock, the watch on his wrist, he blows for time, and we're underway. Sterland slows down quickly, and there's the first free kick of the afternoon, as Laurie Sanchez goes in on David Batty. Well, Leeds continue where really the season has been so well placed at the top end of Division 1. I say they continue from where they left off in Division 2 last season. Great success, particularly here at Ellen Road. But it's been a good season so far for Wimbledon too, because they're at the top end of the table, so this is a very evenly contested clash, at least on paper. But Wimbledon's travelling fans will not make much noise, not least because they don't have many fans when they're at home, at least. And just a handful here today, so all the noise likely to come from the Ellen Road fans. Well won there by Chris White. Gives Wimbledon the throw though, midway inside the Leeds half. Phelan. Nice touch there from Phelan. Sanchez cuts inside. Leeds win it back to McAllister, but given away. Snowden. And now for shut. We've seen McAllister make a great run there. Phelan has time to play it back to Hans Sagers. That was a nice ball, good football there from Leeds. Snowden gets it away. Well, for Chapman to chase, but has to watch it out. There's Dean Blackwell. Joseph comes and collects it. Joseph, new face. This is his 20th game for Wimbledon. Ball given away, bad ball there from Batty, but rescued the situation well did Fairclough. Chapman, nice ball to Strachan. Phelan's up close. Strachan up the wing, too far, and Keith Curl can knock it back to Hans Sagers. But already we've seen a couple of nice moves from Leeds, but we're hoping to capitalise on those throughout the afternoon. Here's Batty from McAllister. Batty again makes the run. Strachan's on his inside, Sterland's on his outside. Here is Sterland, his cross. It's met by the head of Roger Joseph there. It's fallen between both Gary Speed and Lee Chapman. And it's the first corner kick of the afternoon, and it's for Leeds United. Certainly Gordon Strachan with it. Long and far to Sterland. Chapman to chase, and Fairclough. Well, I don't know quite what Mel Sterland intended there, but just for a moment it was dangerous for Sagers. Hans Sagers then with the goal kick. White's header, and a free kick there, the way of Leeds United. Some elbows going in, presumably Fashanu on White. There's the big man, and effortlessly puts that long kick in for Sterland, and that's an obstruction. Sterland, who's been winded by that clash by Terry Phelan, but it was obstruction. The referee raises his arm to indicate such. You may have seen the linesman do it earlier, but Sterland seems to have taken a knock on the thigh, the right thigh there. So treatment now, whilst Wimbledon regroup. So far no real efforts on goal, but John Lukic I don't think has had a touch of the ball yet. Well, however Terry Phelan caught Mel Sterland, he's certainly feeling the pain. Strachan, as ever, close to the action. It'll be he that takes the free kick, no doubt, as Sterland hobbles somewhat to his feet, but feels he's fit enough to continue. So Strachan then with the free kick. Indirect. Out to McAllister. Far wide either. Good shot from McAllister, kept it down. Sager's probably had it covered. But Strachan, for all the world, looked as though he was going to put one into the far post and changed his option at the last moment. Free kick, this time it's Fairclough on Fashanu. Terry Phelan and also Keith Curl size up the options. I think it'll be Curl that'll take it, the skipper, and that's headed off White, and not convincingly either. Gary Speed back there to help his defence out, and Snowden ties it up the second time. Phelan in the right back positions, come right across here, helps it back to Sagers. Well, for my money, Gary Speed has really been one of the players in this Leeds United side. Great ability with his head, apart from those surging runs down the left hand side that we've seen him do before. Offside, looks like Fashanu right in the middle there. Gary Speed knows that he's under the watchful eye of Terry Yorath, the Welsh manager, but my goodness, that left-hand side is crowded full of talent. The Welsh can call upon the likes of Glyn Hodges and, of course, the famous three up front of Ian Rush, Mark Hughes and Dean Saunders. So a lot of competition in that side, but it'd be nice to see him back in the international lineup. Gary Speed, there he is, just beaten to the header there by Roger Joseph. Batty then, there's another improved player. Chapman, out-headed and away. Now, did that come off a Wimbledon head? It did. So it's a Leeds United throw, midway inside the Wimbledon half. And Batty once again will take it. Looking for Sterland, looking for Chapman rather. Batty again. Same option. Three trying to beat Chapman, but Chapman got there first, eventually away by Sanchez. Headed back. Batty, time to turn and control. Phelan away. Sanchez. Batty and Barton tangling. Barton off the backside of the referee. And he's still got possession. Keith Curl. Well, that's what you would call a Wimbledon long ball, but only works if there's a Wimbledon player at the back of it, and not on that occasion, because Leeds had pushed up well and caught John Fashanu once more offside. That's the second time he's been caught like that. And I suppose if there's an effective way to deal with the long decisive ball down the middle, it is to push your defenders up. And there's no better team to do that than Leeds United, who are on the attack now. Chance for a turn there from Carl Schutt. Here's Strachan fighting back. Does well. Snowden. Short ball to Fairclough. A bit too short, really, but Fairclough does well to try and get Gary McAllister away, but Roger Joseph was always first to it. Snowden once more, but only as far as Barton. It's a throw into Wimbledon. It'll be Barton that takes it. He's got movement to his right. Header there by Fashanu. Comfortably into the arms of John Lukic. Oh, and now shuts away. First time, but it needed a little bit more composure on the ball there from Carl Shutt. He did well, he got round the back of the defenders there. He was aware to the situation that was presenting itself, but the shot wasn't equal to it. Well, plenty of heading practice for the two sides here as Fashanu wins that one. Barton helps it on, looking for McGee, but watched all the way by John Lukic. Chapman. Strachan now. Back to Sterling. Nice little touch there. Chapman again. Chance to turn. Does well, Chapman. Oh, what a brilliant goal. What a brilliant goal. Chapman took it down and saying he has little skill. Well, what about that? How to silence your critics. Lee Chapman in the corner of the net. Wimbledon are flat-footed, and that's a brilliant goal. I wonder if he scored a final one. Lee Chapman. Leeds United 1, Wimbledon 0. And an absolutely brilliant goal from Lee Chapman. And that deserves all the applause because that's a quite brilliant piece of football. Well, many feel that Chapman's just a big target man that you hit, and he was hit all right there and used some great skill. And here he is again, but Sagers is first to it. Well, that was a fine goal from Chapman, and I'm sure it'll have everybody talking about it at half-time. Just under 15 minutes gone. Leeds United 1, Wimbledon 0. Offside again, they've moved up well for the Leeds defence. This time Barton has been caught offside, the midfielder trying to push forward. But for a free kick, Sagers gets play underway quickly to Fashanu. Chris White will earn his money today, no doubt about it. Nice ball. Chapman, nice little touch again. Strachan to Snowden. He's looking for speed. Here is Gary Speed, but across there is number 5. That's Dean Blackwell. Gary Speed again. Corner kick off Elkins. First touch for him, I think. Elkins. It's been strangely quiet. So it's a throw-in and it'll be taken by David Batty. To the near post. Headed on. Away by Laurie Sanchez. Taken nicely down by Snowden there. Out to Batty. Forward run is by McAllister, but cut out by John Scales. McGee's made the run. There's arms and bodies and all sorts flying about there. And the linesman who flagged clearly saw most of them as John Fashanu's. So it's a free kick to Leeds, taken there by Lynn Snowden and back to John Lukic. This time it's Leeds caught offside. Ball, and there's the player to take it. Looks like Big Keith Curl with it. It is headed away well there by Fairclough, another White, and then it goes dead. So with both teams pushing up, it's a fair bit. We'll have a few free kicks on and around halfway from offside. Hope that doesn't spoil the game too much. Firm header. Here's Fashanu, offside against McGee. Play continues, mind you. A drop kick there from John Lukic. He's found Shut. Oh, it could have done with a better finish. It wasn't a bad effort. Left-footed there, but over the bar. So Shutt's placed over with his right boot and now his left. And both have been from long kicks off John Lukic. That was a magnificent kick from Lukic. Travelled about 70 yards. How far this time, I wonder. And there's a tactic that was probably developed by Wimbledon and David Besant years ago. Look how far it's got to. Gary Speed. Great composure, great finish. Well, we've been talking about those long kicks from John Lukic. And the ploy was originally a Wimbledon one. Leeds United have used it to good effect here. John Lukic to Gary Speed. He took it down brilliantly. Here, look at that. Great control off his chest. And then he did just the faintest of touches past Hans Segers. 2-0 to Leeds United. Two excellent goals, two nice touches. And with just under 20 minutes gone, Wimbledon are feeling the full wrath of a team in form. That team, Leeds United. Speed the scorer, there he is. Shut, box it inside. Phelan, box it back for Wimbledon. Fashanu, chance for him. Still Fashanu. Snowden beats him to it, and then Fashanu uses arms to hold him back, but play continues here. Nice cross from Joseph, looking to the far post, but no connection there from Gary Elkins. That's Roger Joseph, whose cross it was. So Melstone sizes up his options. Scales probably go for a Leeds United throw. Well, strangely, the referee's given it the other way. I was convinced that Scales got the last touch on that, but the referee's certainly much closer to the action. He'd have seen it quite clearly. Ken Lupton, our referee, remember. Here's McGee, left-footed, looking for Barton, and the whistle goes, a free kick. Quite particular is Ken Lupton, where that ball is taken from. Here's Chris White. Snowden let it run under his foot. Always very frustrating for a player, but it brought no immediate reward for Wimbledon. Indeed, it's brought a throw into Leeds, which I think Snowden himself will take. Chapman on. Chapman again, looking for Carl Shutt. But Keith Kell watched him all the way. Oh, well, Shutt running in front of the goalkeeper there, and the referee, I think, awarding an indirect free kick. Well, some referees do, some referees don't. Bobby Davison got away with it last year against Sheffield United, I recall. Ken Lupton decides that it was illegal on that occasion. Chapman taken down late, advantage played by the referee, and it looks like being a good one, but Hans Segers was out quickly there. That was a good advantage to play. There was a 2-on-1 for Leeds, and then suddenly Segers appeared at the edge of the box. Sterling to Batty. Sterling makes the run, forces Phelan to head it out for a throw-in. Here's Noel Sterland. Oh, nice play. Just a bit too short there for Batty, I think. But it's gone for a corner kick. Or even a throw, or even a free kick rather. Yes, a free kick given. Taken now, headed in, and off for a corner. John Scales' thigh. Well, Stacken took that free kick so quickly, Wimbledon were in some disarray. He's here again. This time Curl heads it away. Gary McAllister back, and Curl a firm header. Sterland. And I think he was looking for Batty's run there, but it was too far. So it's given Wimbledon a throw midway inside their own half. Sterling back. Sagers will watch it out for a goal kick. Leeds United have John Pearson and Michael Whitlow as their substitutes this afternoon. It's Krasinski and Cork, the two for Wimbledon. Well, that wasn't very good. Certainly didn't open up any options for Wimbledon whatsoever. Well, heading tennis going on there, some good practice, and an offside against Chapman. Looking there for Fashanu. And here's Elkins around the back, and McGee. But over the bar, I must watch out for McGee because he's capable of turning it on. He scored a brilliant goal for Wimbledon against Crystal Palace earlier in the season by turning on the edge of the box. And no doubt Howard Wilkinson will have instilled that into his Leeds United players. Now one for shot to chase. Watched out by Phelan. And away by Blackwell. Fashanu on a chase there. Oh dear me. Well, what's gone on there? I thought I saw an arm go out. Certainly obstruction against Chris White at least. But Fashanu reacted there very angrily. And referee Ken Lupton's across there to talk to him sharpish. I don't think there's going to be any cards seen here, Christmas or otherwise. But certainly there was a lot of anger in that particular challenge from both men. Gives Wimbledon a free kick in a useful position. So far Lukic not tested as McGee puts that one in. Comes out to Joseph, full ball. Joseph again, curl. Fashion is offside, so is McGee. So the kick taken there by Chris Fairclough. Back to John Lukic. Oh, Chapman looking to get in through the back door. Blackwell watched the situation well. And Chris White gently back to John Lukic. And it was by Gary Speed. And Chapman has a chance to make it 3-0. But wait, I think the celebrations are premature because the referee has spotted one of those players offside. Could well have been Chapman himself, actually. But a good move once more. And the Wimbledon defence looks somewhat fragile. Hill watches it out. John Scales heads it on to Pashenou. Speed. And he's forced back to John Lukic there. Well, Wimbledon for once closing Leeds United down. Short pass this time to Sterland. So Sterland's options closed down, 3 men around him, so back to John Lukic he goes. Soft curl, that should be a Leeds throw, it is. There's Sterling. I know McAllister was trying there. It was a nice little knock into the corner, hoping someone would make the run, but the ball was too powerful and the run wasn't there anyway. Nice powerful one. Black ball there for Wimbledon, but it's come to Batty. Batty's got options to his left from shot. Just couldn't quite direct the header on to Gary Speed. But here is Speed, and it's been taken late there. The referee plays advantage. Gary McAllister, and Ken Lupton, a warning shot in Sanchez's ear as he passes him. It's a free kick to Leeds. Just to the left of the penalty area, midway between here to the penalty box and halfway. He's stricken with it again, no doubt. It's a bit too far for Sterling's Thunderbolts. As Chapman tries to turn, he's looking for the corner kick, and he'll get it. The referee deciding it comes off John Scales' leg. John Scales actually almost returning home because he's Harrogate born. Joined Wimbledon from Bristol Rovers. And he's the only Yorkshireman in this Wimbledon side. As the cross comes in, Speed tries to get to it. Strachan. Nicely out to McAllister. Oh, this is good play, McAllister, and it's a corner kick off Barton. He had to do the safety first thing, which was to knock it away, as McAllister began one of his marauding runs. Strachan with it. Nobody there. Whatever he tried, it wasn't effective. So Snowden tries to get things underway. And another nice ball by Sterling. That really was fantastic. Strachan. Scales. He gives it to Gary Speed. Speed to Strachan. Scales gets a foot in. McAllister. Sterling again. Some good football being played here by Leeds. Some excellent stuff. Strachan down this right hand side. Put it in. Eventually it's the long legs of Keith Curl that forces the corner. So Strachan once more. This one's more positive. It's to the near post. Once more a corner. This time off John Scales. all hands to the pump for Wimbledon. They've brought everybody back. Fashanu is marking Chris White, who's moved up with Chris Fairclough and stays up because there's still options here for Gordon Strachan. Speed, beaten to it by Scales, lose it out to McAllister. And Joseph, needs a lot of confidence and know-how about your goalkeeper. Sagers, will he get a free kick this time? I think he might. Ken Lupton doesn't like this standing on the keeper. Leeds United fans don't like Sagers kicking it at their players' backsides. And he's about 10 yards backhands from there. I wonder if Ken Lupton will force you back. I don't think so. Stelland. Lukic forced into a bit more activity than he fancied there. But he stopped the corner. Stephen comes short. Oh, from a similar option here, Gary Speed scored Leeds United's second goal. What this time, I wonder? Offside, that's what. Some boos and hisses from the Leeds fans on the offside there, but I'm sure they don't get as angry when Leeds United pull offside as well. Back it comes, and good sight there of Curl watching the ball and pushing it back to Hans Sagers. Now the Scales offside there. I think he was. Certainly wasn't Elkins here. Elkins had actually timed his run quite well, but Scales I think just drifting offside. So about 10 minutes before the break, and Leeds United in a very comfortable position, leading as they are by 2 goals to 0. Goal from Chapman and a goal from Gary Speed. The ball was out, the linesman says. Fashanu couldn't keep it in, so Batty with a throw. Again, David Batty could soon be making his England debut, I fancy. Very much under the watchful eye of Graham Taylor, but that wasn't a good ball. McGee and White. It was always White's ball, but the fact that Leeds being forced back to John Lukic, indicative of what a poor ball that was initially. Now, Lukic is out of his area again. Is he looking for Gary Speed, one wonders? No, it's a short ball to Sterling, who's pulled a couple of players out of position as Lukic by doing that, and Sterling has now put the long ball in, looking there for Gary Speed. Sagers does what Lukic had to do about 3 or 4 minutes earlier, a stretch to save it from going for a corner. Sanchez kept his run going, did Sanchez. Sterling recovered, but probably at the expense of a corner, but there's Lukic once more, kicking it to save the corner for a throw-in. So we're ready again. Comes in, looking there for Barton, out to Sanchez. Here's Joseph. Well, there were not many things opening up for him, so forward there comes Blackwell. Oh, and Wimbledon won it back. They shouldn't really have got into that situation. But the shot of Lois Sanchez forced out for a corner by Chris White. Headed back by Fashanu, away by Snowden. Shot. Phelan was always first to it. The shot didn't go through with any great purpose there. He rather pulled out. So it's Warren Barton with the throw. Well, that was a little bit of high flying there from Chris Fairclough. Strachan, Barton. Strachan keeps fighting it. Batty forces the throw in. Concedes it. Barton pull back a few yards. Well, White and Fairclough getting in a tangle there. Got the ball as far as Gary Speed. His ball up the line. Held back by Blackwell. Fashanu. On there from McGee. Or rather, here's McGee. Got the ball from Elkins. He's to interchange there. Caught me out and very nearly caught the Leeds United defence out too. But McGee was offside when he received the header. Chapman's header, but nobody to latch onto it. Fashanu. Batty's back there to sort things out. Fast past everyone to Gary Speed. Now Snowden. Sanchez for Wimbledon. Batty wins it back. Here he is. And I think that's a free kick as well. Held back by Roger Joseph. Well, David Batty looks every inch a First Division player, has done from the moment Leeds got promoted. It's one of the reasons that they're doing so well this season too. Here's another, Chris White. Good header from McAllister, waved for the corner by Blackwell. That was a nice powerful header downwards from Gary McAllister. You'll always cause defences problems doing that. Wimbledon, no exception, forced into giving away the corner. There's Gordon Strachan with it. Near post one again, looking for White. Knocked in by Gary Speed. White again, and a bicycle kick. Unfortunately, to no avail. I think he found that one of his players were offside, probably Chapman. Nil-nil last time these two sides met. That was nearly 6 years ago, 5 years ago in fact, in 1985, August the 21st. It was 0-0 and just 12,000 turned up to watch that game. As Fashanu here tries to beat offside, he doesn't. Well, here we are nearly 5.5 years further on, a packed crowd at Ellen Road. We're in the First Division. That game took place in the Second Division. Here is Chris White. This time it's a free kick. There are only 3 survivors from that game. On the Wimbledon side, Cork and Sanchez. Cork a substitute today. And on the Leeds side, Glyn Snowden. Good header there by Chris White. Speed helps him out. Going for a throw-in, and Terry Phelan will take it. Sterland gets it away, but only far as Phelan, who heads it back to Fashanu. Elkins. Free kick against David Batty. Bit of holding. Batty doesn't like it. Well, they'll have to lump it. The referee's given the decision. Gently in. Away by Lukic. Good punch. Shut and chase with Blackwell there, and Elkins, and he conceded the throw of Wimbledon. Shutt takes it. On now to Chapman. McAllister. This is a good move from Leeds United. Plenty of things opening up for them on the far side. Batty. McAllister. Sanchez in firmly with the challenge. Batty again. His cross, looking for Carl Shutt. And in the end, it's McGee straight back to Hans Sagers. Long, hard kick by the Dutchman. Barton looking for McGee. Barton again. I think he's taken it too far. He has. Took it beyond the goal line and the rugby league in goal area, which you can just see faintly marked behind it. So we're at 45 minutes of the game. Into injury time we move, with Leeds United 2-0 up. Strachan, his first time effort, with no real direction. So Sagers blameless for the 2 goals. He was left exposed when his defence parted on 2 occasions. Offside. Play continues. Lukic. It's a powerful one to chase. Shutt and Curl. Curl is the winner. Fairclough. Here's John Scales. Fashanu. Scales again. Outside of the boot. Looking for Barton. It's fallen to Gary Speed. And Speed finds Joseph falling as well. Luckily, really, because Speed had really lost possession there. But Speed did the wise thing, kept on his feet, and was able to regather. Oh, he's found Gary Speed there, if Speed can make it. Curl is first to it. Sanchez, powerful header. Oh, now chance for McAllister, but well taken there by Blackwell. So is this the last throw of the dice of the half for Leeds? Strachan. Corner kick. Should be just time for this. Up come the big men from the back again. Fairclough and White. And there is White. And there's Sterling. And it's as easy as that. Well, Leeds have been plugging away at that for all afternoon. And there goes corner. The header on from White. And this time it worked, because Mel Sterling scored the easiest header of his career. scored that one. But it counts, and it's 3-0. Mel Stellan takes the plaudits from the crowd. And Wimbledon will be mad with themselves because it was right at the break. So 3 goals it is, 1 for Stellan that you've just seen, 1 from Chapman, 1 from Speed. Half time here at Ellen Road, Leeds United 3, Wimbledon 0. Confession who gets us underway in the second half, and it's a mountain for Wimbledon to climb, 3-0 down. Remember the scorers were Lee Chapman, Gary Speed and Mel Sterland in that order. And a buzz of excitement around the ground as the fans discuss that first goal, that Chapman goal. Great skill. Ball, no reward, not for Leeds at least. It's a Wimbledon throw-in. And another. Play there by Barton. Trouble here for Leeds United with Scales putting one across for Fashanu, and he was well looked after there by Chris Fairclough. Strachan. Batty. Well, he was looking back to go to Strachan, but he's conceded the throw-in, so this is a third throw-in in just the space of a minute. I thought for a moment that Fashanu had gone in behind Leeds there, but he hadn't. Keith Curl is the most expensive buy Wimbledon have ever made at £500,000, and he came from 3rd Division Reading. Long ball, not too far. Atlantic can look after this one quite easily. Away. See, this is a ball there for Gary Speed. Too intricate really, I think. Carl Schutt just couldn't take that one as he wanted. Here's John Scales. Used to be here for a time. Alistair. Oh, that's a nice ball, that's a brilliant ball, and Gary Speed, first time, gets it across, looking for Chapman! Got to him. Keith Curl had struggled away with that right boot. Sagers was beaten. It looked as though Chapman was going to get his second of the afternoon, and it was whipped away from him at the last. Great cross from Gary Speed. Strachan's corner, longer one this time. Decided to mix it up at half time. Chris White's header would be bad, but it was just too high. who's come on for the second half. It's like he's replaced Gary Elkins, with McGee now switching to a more orthodox left-wing position. And John Fashanu and Chris Berkloff find plenty to talk about. No doubt this injury to Chris White. Ken Lupton's in there to sort them out. He's already ticked off Fashanu, and now he's had a word with Chris Berkloff. Now checks that Chris White's going to be okay to continue. I'm sure he will be. Tough, resilient character. Taking a little bit longer than we thought. Dressing being applied now. Maybe some ointment. Anyway, sorted out now. And we should be able to restart with this free kick, which John Lukic will take. Jersey first there, concedes the throw, Leeds United way. Strachan. Well, he found Shutt. I think that Shutt was offside, slow coming back. Probably didn't expect that brilliant from Strachan, it was brilliant too. Well, does well to get the ball out that far to Fashanu. Gives it out to Sterling. That's nicely back there to John Lukic. So loses out. And Ferkler forced into an uncharacteristic error. Means a throw in a useful position for Wimbledon, which Terry Phelan will take. Sterling fires it against the legs of Fashanu to get the goal kick, and pats the bash on the shoulder. Two seasoned campaigners, it's fair to say. Enjoying a good battle out there. Sterland. Curl's route was cut off there by Lee Chapman to his goalkeeper Segers. He's at least one of the players in the Wimbledon side that can come out with any credit, is Keith Curl. Phelan. Scales heads it on. It's back to Phelan. Sterling now. On it goes, and it's a good run here by Chapman. He needs people to move inside him. There's nobody gone yet, but Short is shut. Phelan beats him to it. Batty, first time, looking for speed, he's got there. But, his header wasn't directed too well towards Strachan, and Wimbledon can come away with it. Batty ties it up. Snowden. Now Gary Speed and Gordon Strachan on the charge. He was back not convincingly to Segers, but Segers stops it going for a corner. Pass from Roger Joseph. White, and again. Scales. Not had the influence he might have had in this game. I've always felt he was better suited to that central defensive role that he's occupied. Or a deeper role at least. Not always been a centre-back, of course. Headed on there by Shot. Shot again, but it's off his legs for a throw. Terry Phelan with the throw. That's Terry Phelan, number 3. Gains about 5 yards for his trouble. Trying to get Cork away. Sanchez. What he was doing there, I don't know, but Blackwell is the man that can recover it. Offside against McGinn. Speed. Loses out. Throw into Wimbledon. Cork. If it goes in the air, one for Chris White to look at and knock out. And it's Joseph again. Gary Speed. Well, things didn't open up for him there. His players didn't make a forward run as quick as he would have liked. Wasn't exactly their fault. They were well marked by the Wimbledon defenders. Snowed in. Didn't quite intend to head it there, but it's safe anyway, or safe fish. But it's a Barton throw. Scales heads it on, but it's a goal kick. It'd been a bit more across goal. There were the big men, Fashanu and Cork there, and Gordon Strachan had taken up the job of marking Cork, and he's making the point that he is that man and he shouldn't be there marking Cork because he can't get up there and win an aerial battle with him. Chapman wins that one though. But not for long, before it goes back to Sagers. Perfect. Strachan. McAllister. Throws down quickly by Sanchez, forced back to Lukic. Header by Speed. But, just couldn't find his player there. So Fashanu. Well, he and White have tangled again and they continue to do that. And I think it's only a matter of time before Ken Lupton's brought to take some kind of action here. It's indirect, it's another obstruction. Keith Curl with the free kick. He's looking for Fashanu this time. Sanchez. And it gets there, and that wasn't far wide by Barton. He was the only one to rise for the ball. As the Leeds United defence was caught somewhat flat-footed. Didn't expect that outside hit shot by Sanchez, I don't suppose. It was nicely played, nicely headed, but just too wide of the target. Good play there. So, well, it almost fell to Strachan. Initially it was brought down well by Carl Schutt. Cork, offside against Scales. John Scales had moved out to the right hand side there. He found that he'd gone a little bit too far. Sterland, who's acquired a knee bandage at half-time on that right knee of his. His feeling goes down the right and beaten to it by Chris Fairclough. That was no doubt a result of the clash he had in the early minutes of this game with the man who's just given the ball away there, number 3, Terry Phelan. It's a good throw. It's well away, but off the bar. What a shot there. And back in by Alan Cork. Danger here. It's Scales. Well, that shot from the left-hand side. So unlucky not to go in. Straight against the woodwork. It's given Wimbledon some heart here as Cork puts it back in. But offside. Well, I'm sure that John Lukic will be relieved to have a clean sheet still against his name. My goodness, what a shot. Here comes Leeds United, a chance at the other end for Gary Speed. Sagers comfortably. Added on there by Cork. And he's added another aerial dimension to Wimbledon's play in this second half as Alan Cork. Certainly there was nothing coming down the left flank from Gary Elkins when he was on in the first 45 minutes. I think Ray Harford doing the right thing so far as Wimbledon was concerned to bring Cork on. I think Cork gives himself a free kick there for climbing against Chris Fairclough. And here is a good opportunity here for McGee. There was no outstretched foot to connect with it, and that's twice in the space of 2 minutes that Wimbledon have got in behind the Leeds United defence. Well, Leeds have got the cushion of 3 goals. You can't let Wimbledon have too many of those options. Has given offside. Well, they're backing him by Chapman, I fancy. Here's Fashanu against Snowden. Scales whips it in, looking for Sanchez. First one to it's McGee and headed away, or rather a foot away. Scales again. Snowden wins well. Now McAllister, the break's on for Leeds United. They're into the Wimbledon half now with McAllister. He's got men to his right, he's got men to his left. Here is the man to his right, it's Schutt. His cross, it's hanging there and headed away for a corner kick off Roger Joseph. Well, options to the right and left there for McAllister. I'm sure he chose the right one. The near post one. He's looking for White. He scored like that, did Leeds in the first half, the last touch of that first half. The goal from Mel Sterland. It didn't work for them on that occasion. Batty. Sterland. Some space to work in here. Away by Curl. Headed by Chris White. Again to Curl. Fashanu and McGee, they're onside here. It's McGee against Lukic. And McGee needed too much time. And he was well watched there by Chris Fairclough as well. Oh, the shot, what can he do here? Speed, the shot, the angle not right. That was easy for White. No challenge by Fashanu. Fashanu's whipped down by David Batty, so it's a free kick to Wimbledon. They've had a lot of pressure in this second half of Wimbledon. They've been forced to come forward, obviously trailing 3-0. But so far, John Lukic's goal has remained intact. 3-0 still the score to Leeds United. McGee leaves it. Barton. And there it is for McGee. Well, there it should have been for McGee. Cork's header. He raises his arms in exasperation, and well, he might, because McGee had a great opportunity there. And once more Wimbledon have found a way around the Leeds United defence. But once again, Wimbledon have failed to capitalise. Strachan. And once again, 6 or 7 yards gained by Terry Phelan. McGee gives it out to Fairclough, and Fairclough lashes out there. The referee's across to sort it out between the two very quickly. And I think it could be the first caution of the afternoon. We'll see. He says, no booking, please continue. The reprimand toward Formagee. Now a chance for Lee Chapman. Curl is quicker. And Curl is first to it. Fashanu. As McGee jumps over him. On by Carl Shutt. Well, lost out to Wimbledon again. Here's Sanchez trying to get Barton in. In by Joseph. Looking for Alan Cork, and just over the bar. Well, they're picking out their headers there, Wimbledon. And Strachan is trying to instill some confidence to his centre-backs. They've looked more effective though, Wimbledon, without doubt, since Alan Cork came on at half-time. Well, close to the midpoint in this second half. I wonder what thoughts. Well, we'll break here for Fashanu. Oh! Well, I think the deflection was off that post, that pillar at the back. It wasn't actually off the post from our angle, but it was certainly a good opportunity there. I was just wondering whether Howard Wilkinson is thinking about substitutions. There's John Pearson and Michael Whitlow on the bench from various options. And now the Leeds fans try and lift their players. 3-0 up. I think they fancy they need another one just to be certain. It's a good kick. Blackpool's had to get across there, and he's not made a great deal of the header. Cross comes in now. He's looking for Carl Shutt. It's headed away by Keith Curl. It comes back to Leeds through Snowden. Chris White. Chapman, good play by him. McAllister had made the forward run. Blackwell needed all his 6'2" to stop that one getting to him. Offside against Alan Cork, or is it a throw? It's a throw. The flag was waving. I fancy that the ball had gone out earlier. And it's a throw to Wimbledon this time. Skills, Barton, Snowden, now Chapman. Only shot forward at the moment. Strachan's just off the pace. Ball by Chapman, straight to John Scales. He can only help it out into touch. Batty finds McAllister. Gary McAllister, his shot! Oh, what a fine shot it was. Sager's beaten all ends up, had a dip on it, bounced just before him, but unfortunately for Gary McAllister it was wide. But what a good shot anyway. It's the highlight so far for Leeds of this second half. Sterland. Curl allows it to drop and fall to Hans Sagers. Snowden. Well, didn't quite fall for Cork. Joseph back to Sagers. Snowden, Barton, Fashanu. Barton again, his cross, it's got in. I think just too long. So while we wait, a substitution is made. And it's Krajinski who comes on. There he is, you can see it, number 12. So both substitutes on for Wimbledon as they try and close this 3-goal gap that Leeds have created. Here's Barton. Curl. Fashanu on Batty doing tremendously well. But maybe at the expense of a corner. It is. But he had to get back there to avert the danger created by John Fashanu. Luton one, and he's enough for John Lukic to take. Can Carlshut do with it now? Holds it up, looks for speed. Speed out here to Snowden. Gary Speed again. Oh, he's got Batty coming up now. David Batty. Oh, didn't control this at all well. So Keith Curl has it for Wimbledon. Here's Fashanu. Brought it under. McGee. Looking for, well, was he looking for Cork or was he going for the shot? Whatever. Leeds have the goal kick. Another throw to Leeds, this time Carlshut doing the work off the legs of Warren Barton. And Joseph happy enough to concede the throw-in there. Well, 29,000 in this afternoon, strangely quiet really, given that Leeds United are 3-0 up. Well, no goals to cheer in the second half, I suppose. Strachan, maybe he'll get them cheering. Speed. No, it wasn't quite the ball Batty wanted. And it's gone for a throw-in. Fashanu, but only as far as White. Chapman, no support. Helped on by Wimbledon there from captain Keith Curl. McGee tries to sort it out. Her club does the rest. "15 minutes of the game remain, and it looks as though Leeds United are heading towards 3 points. Well, they've had a fair few throw-ins from this side of Wimbledon. Not much have resulted from them, mind you. McGee, beaten to it by White. Launched that one into the sky. Oh, Chapman missed it altogether. McAllister didn't, but he's conceded another throw-in. Here's Batty. McAllister knocks it on. Kept the run going here of Leeds with Batty. And Joseph forced to concede yet another throw. Now then, Batty. Here's McAllister. Nice move here by Snowden. He's setting things up. Carl Shutt. No, wasn't ever really an option. There were too many Wimbledon players there. Perhaps he could have done something on his own. Lukic scored, well, didn't score, but set up a goal-scoring opportunity from a similar position. What now from Sagers? Not a lot. Batty up the field to Chapman. And he's given it away to Fashanu. Here's Kaczynski. Fashanu again. Kaczynski's gone on his right. He puts it into the middle. It looks for Alan Cork. He gets to Alan Cork, but Cork's header couldn't find McGee, who was the forward-most player for Wimbledon. Try again. Cork heads it on. He's got McGee chasing. He's got Sterland here. And that's not the sight he wanted to see as McGee trips Sterland. I'm sure that was an accident. I think Sterland accepts that. They shake hands, they make up. And Leeds United have a free kick. Straight out, it's given Wimbledon possession again. One goal now might just give Wimbledon the initiative. It's difficult to say as United make their first substitution, and it's a straight touch. John Pearson is on, and Carl Shutt is off. With the throw. It's found Blackwell, it's found Cork, but over the bar. Well, certainly in the second half, all the goal-scoring opportunities, or the vast majority of them, on that goal of John Lukic's. We've seen the bar hit, and we've seen some near misses, but so far, no Wimbledon goals. 3 in the first half, though, in that particular goal to Leeds United. And Leeds have a throw-in as well. Rather a free kick, I should say. John Pearson, in the thick of it, gets a free kick. Well, I know Mel Sterling can hit them, but I'm sure he's not going to go for goal from here. Trying to tell his players where he wants them. Mel Sterling. You never know, do you? Some dancing. And then boots it long and high and looks for Gary Speed. That was his option. But doing enough there, Roger Joseph. In fact, it's a free kick because Leeds were adjudged to a foul there. Gary Speed. For Fashanu, unopposed. He probably didn't realise that when he headed that one. And Court gets a free kick off Chris White. Free kick off the referee, of course, but because of Chris White's overzealous challenge. The curl with it. Headed away. Is it a corner? It is a corner. Barton comes across to take it. Right-footed in-swinger. Up go the heads, out he comes. As far as Kaczynski. And first to it, David Batty. He wants to throw in, he won't get it. Kaczynski straight back. Into Scales. Nice play by Scales. Blackwell. Sterland calmly away to Gordon Strachan. Through the gap, it's found Speed. Now Speed started in his own half, so he's onside. Speed looks for support. It must come from Strachan. It does come from Strachan. At the far post, it's Chapman. Now, has it gone for a corner? I think it may have done. Referee indicates as such as Wimbledon backtrack. McAllister goes across with the ball, and so too does Strachan. McAllister happy enough to leave it for Strachan. White is up there, far away, but he's being tracked all the way by John Scales. He's come more and more into this game in the second half, John Scales. Fashanu. McGee. Good play, McGee. Oh, he did well, but Batty did better to get the ball off him and then trips up Kaczynski, who wasn't very happy with that. And Lupton Hull's play up while he has a word with Batty. And his keen-off is now complete. Wall coming back 10 yards. Got a choice of Phelan and Barton. I fancy it'll be Barton here with it. Header. Push the face. Knocked back by McGee, and there's Fashanu. Well, it was actually on target after all that. It was thrown away by John Lukic, who's thrown out a quick ball here to McAllister. Wimbledon win it back with Blackwell. Well, I don't suppose United will be too bothered. 3-0 up, and Wimbledon have really lost the initiative now. Sterling one away. Speed, McAllister, and Strachan's gone, and Strachan's here. Phelan beats Strachan and knocks it back to Hans Segers. Cork. By Snowden. Batty. Nice little ball there to Snowden. Chapman. Tried to dummy that one past Curl, but Curl watched it all the way. Barton. Inside to Cork. Alan Cork. So Leeds have it with speed. Can he get past Joseph this time? Puts the ball up for Chapman. Chapman is always going to be second best there in the race with Dean Blackwell. And Sagers pushes it straight back to John Lukic. Into the final 5 minutes. So little doubt that Leeds are going to carry away these 3 points, I suppose. Can they make it 4? McAllister. They'll have to use up some more seconds as far as Leeds are concerned. They won't mind that too much. Lukic all the time in the world for him. Speed, there's the header. Pearson makes the chase and forces Wimbledon to concede a corner kick. So an opportunity then for Leeds to kill off this game once and for all with this corner kick. And it's the second substitution now for Leeds. Michael Whitlow is the man who's coming on. I think it will be Snowden. It is then Snowden coming off. He's done his bit today. So that completes the rounds of substitutions then. Strachan now with the corner kick, away by Fashanu. Here's Batty. Beside him is Michael Whitlow. Batty goes alone, leaves it for Strachan. A bit of a tangle, they didn't quite understand each other's intentions, I don't suppose. It's got to Sterland. His ball into the middle, looking for Chapman. And he claims he was pushed there by Keith Curl. The referee waves aside, claims of a penalty. And quickly it's booted away by Sagers, but only as far as John Lukic. Lukic again. Offside. Again, Strachan of all people. Sagers come all the way up to take it. Joseph. Strachan in a bit of a tangle. Cork didn't really know what his options were. There's Chapman. They set it up nicely for Curl. First time ball. Looking for Cork. Away there by Fairclough. Pearson and McAllister read each other's intentions awfully well. So the last 60 seconds and a spot of injury time. Barton. It's easily done by Sterland. Well, this really helps Leeds United's cause. Keeps them right up there at the top end of the First Division. They really have picked up from where they left off last season as Second Division champions. They look the part. And they are back as they should be as one of the leading clubs in this country. It's taken them a long time. Those years languishing in the Second Division. And aren't they back with a vengeance? Because Wimbledon are not the easiest side in the country to beat. You can ask any club that. And Leeds United have made it look relatively simple today. 3-0 up in the first half. been a goalless second half so far, but it hasn't really mattered because it's just helped Leeds' cause even further. Alan Cork, he's been really one of the pick of the Wimbledon players in this second half. It was his aerial adeptness, I suppose, that has forced so much of the play at John Lukic's end of the park, certainly early on in this second half. McAllister. Fairclough. That's it, that's all we have time for. The referee not adding too much on for Chris Fairclough's injury, or rather Chris White's injury in the second half. It's all academic. 3 goals then for Leeds United. The first coming, a fine piece of skill from Lee Chapman. The second, Gary Speed latching on to John Lukic's fine and long kick. And the third one, the simplest that Mel Sterling will score after Chris White's near post header from a corner with the last touch of that first half. 3-0 it was at half time. Goalless in the second half, Wimbledon having much of the play early on, but it didn't matter. All 3 points go to Leeds United after they beat Wimbledon here at Ellen Road by 3 goals to 0.